Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another October video. This one is a little different. This one hits pretty close to home, and as we all know, October is, of course, the Halloween season, which I love, but it is also a month full of awareness. Most notably, of course, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Also, it is infant loss awareness. It is also Pit Bull Awareness Month, and a lot of people didn't even know that existed, I'm sure, but it does. And for me, it's important because it is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. I have personally been affected by domestic violence. I am a domestic violence survivor. And I just wanted to put this out there because it is so important to me. I filmed this video at great length yesterday, and I detailed my actual experience with domestic violence. However, when I was watching it back, I just realized that my abuser could potentially see the video, and he is the type of person that would probably take it to authorities and try to sue me, and I can't let that happen. So I will not go into any detail, but I will say my abuser was very much a narcissist, and so I dealt with physical violence. I dealt with mental abuse and emotional abuse. I do have PTSD as a result of domestic violence, and I am still working through that. I choose to not be medicated, and I don't condone that. I don't recommend that. It is just a personal choice for me because my first husband actually took my depression and anxiety meds, and he flushed them down the toilet and told me repeatedly he refused to be married to somebody who was on medication for those things, that it was all in my head. And so now, as a result of that, it's almost like I physically cannot take medication because that moment just it just repeats in my head, and I physically cannot take medication. So while that is not healthy in any way, I fell into crafting. I needed to find something to put my energy into, and so that is what led me to paper crafting. I needed an outlet, and I had to submerge myself into it, and that's what I did. So, the diagnosis is quite new. I've only been diagnosed for 2 years now, and I think I'm handling it okay, but there are new challenges every day. Obi, who is my son, turns 18 today, and I felt such a burden up to today. I still felt like I was somehow obligated to my ex-husband legally to communicate with him and this, that, and the other, but a month ago I blocked all of his numbers and things at the urging of Obi's therapist. He said, you're just causing yourself more damage, so go ahead and you don't have to talk to him. Go ahead and block his number. So that's what I did. But I just wanted to put this out there that I am a domestic violence survivor. A lot of people in our community are also either survivors or they're currently being abused and are stuck in the throes and the intricacies of domestic violence. There's so many different facets of it. I've studied it a great deal. The Battered Women's Shelter that worked with me to help me obtain restraining orders. They do continuing education and they do classes, so I've taken those. I am trying to pursue in becoming a domestic violence advocate for the county. I have to wait until we have a vehicle because I will be on call with law enforcement in the event of a domestic violence dispute. I would go out to the scene and assist a victim in the case that they needed placement, they needed immediate medical attention, or to be placed in a shelter. Those types of things would be my responsibility to organize. So I want to put this out there that if there is anybody in our community that needs my help, needs advice, needs to talk, I am here for you guys. A lot of people will say, oh, I understand what you're going through. If you need anything, let me know. But I truly do know what it is like to deal with it for nearly 20 years. A weight has been lifted today as Obi turns 18, and I know I don't have to look at him ever again. I don't have to see him again. Props to people who can co-parent. I applaud you if you're able to co-parent with your former spouse or your child's father. That's amazing and, should be commended. I, however, because of the severity of the abuse that we endured, there's no way that I could co-parent, nor do I want to. That's a part of my life that I would rather just close the door on, and so today I am able to do that. So yeah, this video is simply to let you guys know that I'm here for you if you need me. I saw recently here in the community where these claims of domestic violence were claimed, and I put my heart out there for that person. I reached out, and I believe those claims were all a huge farce. So many inconsistencies and so many different things happened. So that's unfortunate. I did try to help someone, and it wasn't received very well. And that's fine. That's a trait of having been a domestic violence victim. You don't think you need help. And it truly does take you and you alone to get through it. So I wish that person the best. However, if somebody does need a helping hand, just look out for the signs, you guys. Read up on domestic violence. It's not always physical. It's not always emotional. It's not always mental. It can be one, or it can be all of them. It can lead to death in a lot of cases, in a lot of abuse cases. I was lucky and those threats were there, but nothing ever came of them, thank God. So I'm here to tell my story, and if anybody needs anything, I am always available 24/7, 365. You don't know what the next person is going through. You don't know what kind of life they lead after they turn the camera off, or after they post that photo of the beautiful creation that they made. Their craft room may truly be their solace. They're away from, their escape from whatever they are enduring. And this doesn't just go for domestic violence. It's for any mental health issue. It's for, any health issue at all. A lot of us craft as a true therapy, and that I'm no different. But I also believe that talk is one of the best therapies. So I wanted to put this video out here. It's a little bit somber, and I apologize for that, but I'm also very grateful that I'm here today to craft, to be on YouTube, and to be rid of that chapter of my life. So with that said, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Help me in wishing my son a very happy 18th birthday, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be a crafting video, I promise. So I will catch you guys over there. Much love.